Right then lads, welcome back to another Green Army Away Days video. Today we're at a railway station. Why are we at a railway station? Well, we're waiting for the 7:25 train to Edinburgh via Bristol Temple Meads. But we're not going to Edinburgh, don't worry, we're going to Northampton Town versus Plymouth Argyle in Sky Bet League 2. But first we had to go and get something to eat, so you stopped in the Pumpkin Cafe shop where ironically there's nothing made out of pumpkin on the menu. Can you believe it? So we had to settle for a $3.99 meal deal of a bacon roll and a cup of tea. After going to the Pumpkin Cafe, we popped into WH Smith where they were doing buy one get one half price on these Brexit pinballs. Wait, what do you mean they're not Brexit? As you know, if you followed the page for a while, we do love a little away day tip over here on Green Army Away Days. Our away day tip this week is to use a train splitting ticket website. Basically what they do is they split your tickets, save you a relatively decent amount of money on your train travels. We arrived at Birmingham New Street, got onto our connecting train which will take us all the way to Northampton, basically stopping everywhere, not only around Birmingham but all the way across the Midlands into the East Midlands. It took ages for what should have been really a short journey, but at least we got there I suppose in the end. You might be wondering why I've thrown in this generic shot of us passing a football stadium. Well, this football stadium is at St Andrews, where Coventry City is ground sharing with Birmingham City. We were on the train to London Euston, which was stopping, like I say, at nearly everywhere across Birmingham and the Midlands, but signified by this shot, it does eventually get to Northampton. Okay then, so we finally reached Northampton railway station, but here we're stuck behind Terry. He's an investment banker in the middle of Birmingham. He's just got back from a 12-hour shift. He's struggling to find the button to open the doors, and there we go, Terry. Well done, mate. Enjoy another generic shot of a ticket going through a barrier, which seems to be on every YouTube travel video. Then we find ourselves in another restaurant, this time in the centre of Northampton. I forget the name, but there was some very cheap and nice food. Now we're walking. But where to exactly? Well, we're walking to a bus stop. Now what are we going to do at a bus stop? Well, what most people do at a bus stop, and that's to catch a bus. Thrilling action over here on the Green Army Away Days channel. We're catching the number 15 bus from Northampton City Centre to the Sixfields Stadium. Now it's at this point where I asked myself, why did we spend 20 quid on tickets? Because you stand on the hill and you could have a brilliant view of the pitch from there. This sign confirms that I wasn't lying when I told you the home of Northampton Town is the PTS Academy Stadium. We're not going to be going in just yet, though. We're going to be going to Carr's Bar, where we spent £6.20 on a pint of beer and a bottle of Coke. So pointless knowledge time about Northampton. Goldsberg, the beer, Goldsberg. It was originally founded in Northampton. I don't know if it's still sourced from Northampton yet, so don't quote me on it. But let me know, Cobblers fans, is Goldsberg still from Northampton? This is the external view to where we are sitting, the Imperial Cars stand, where just under 1,000 fans could be seated with 2 blocks extra on the side. Okay then, so after having a pat down by Jeremy the steward and having our tickets scanned, we are now in the PTS Academy Stadium. So here you have a stand that doesn't look like it's finished. And here you have a stand which has a shopping centre or shopping village above it. Okay then, so the lineup for this afternoon's match was Alex Palmer in goal, Joe Riley right wing back, Niall Canavan, Scott Wootton and Gary Sawyer as a back three, Callum Fazian as left wing back, Danny Mayer, Joe Edwards and Connor Grant as the middle three, with Ryan Taylor and Zach Rudden as the front two. Okay then, so now I'm just going to let you enjoy some of the clips that I got of the game. Okay then, so I'm not very good at this whole vlogging thing, am I? It's now, I think, 2 matchday vlogs in a row that I've missed goals. Yeah, not great, is it? But yeah, so I missed the first 2 goals. Our free kick from Joe Riley and the goal that we conceded early on. In the 19th minute, both sets of fans took part in a minute's applause. The 19-year-old Northampton fan, Harry Dunn, who sadly passed away. Northampton then made it 2-0 shortly after, and it was a game of just many calamitous defensive errors. It seemed like we didn't know what a long ball was in this game, and nothing in attack was happening. We just kept losing the ball, it kept coming back to us. Well, it's one of those words summed up really. We played it down the middle where it was very compact and there wasn't much space, which I think I've picked up on it through these early games, whether you have as well, I don't know, that we cannot play it in these compact areas. We like to have space, we play better in space, and that's why we do struggle sometimes. Just one of what was very few clear-cut chances that we had during this game when Northampton dominated. This time Gary Sawyer missing a chance from very close in. All he had to do was keep it down and we would have been back level. Alex Palmer, our on-loan goalkeeper from West Brom, who's arguably been our second best player this season, did make for the first time what I thought was numerous calamitous errors, but these were also accompanied by what were good saves, including this one, saving himself after what was a good free kick from Nicky Adams. I think the man of the match from both sides would have to have been the Northampton number 10, Nicky Adams. Great player, knew that before the season started. We were linked with him, probably because Lowe was manager of Bury, but we were linked with him and he just controlled the game yesterday. So here is Northampton's third goal of the afternoon, coming from Nicky Adams in the middle of the park just before half time. Out to the right back, he hit down the line to the right winger. Niall Canavan loses his man, so Scott Wootton, the number 11, and hits his volley against the floor, and it just bounces over Alex Palmer, who misjudged the bounce of the ball. Here is yet again another showcase of what was a poor afternoon for Niall Canavan. The ball comes in from this left flank with Nicky Adams, puts it in, Niall Canavan then clears it to the penalty spot and Alex Palmer saves his blushes. Second half performance from Argyle was probably marginally better than the first, but then again there wasn't much really that they could do to be worse than the first half. Okay then, so here's Byron Moore down the left wing. He came on for Zach Rudden at half time. He then pulls it back to Danny Mayer. Danny Mayer then beats his man, goes inside of the penalty area and then trips over an invisible bit of air. Here is Callum McFadden on the left wing then. He then pulls it back for Danny Mayer. Danny Mayer now looks like he's going to drive into the area, but he lays it off to Callum McFadden. It's the same old story for Argyle. Everything that we were putting into the box and getting dealt with, and an unnecessary foul there from Danny Mayer didn't need to be made. There's yet another good chance being forged down the left hand side here. McFadden and Barrymore linking up beautifully. It's now back to Danny Mayer, and then Danny Mayer puts it into the box, I believe. Oh no, he puts it down to McFadden. McFadden then puts it across, and again they mop it up, but we very nearly do capitalise on it with George Cooper. So overall, it's a very disappointing afternoon in Northampton, and I still to this day haven't seen us beat Northampton away. Didn't mention that, haven't got a good track record at Sixfields, but hopefully that'll change in the coming years. But thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy the video, please subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Comment down below what you think went wrong today, and we'll see you in the next one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.